Coming to you from beautiful Death Mountain in the land of Hyrule, this is the Zelda 1 Randomizer weekly race here on Speed Gaming. We have four wonderful racers that we're going to follow tonight. And hey, everyone, I'm Cyclone, and I'm joined by Jiggly Saint. How are you doing tonight, Jiggly Saint?
I'm doing okay.
So what are your thoughts on this matchup that we have in front of us tonight?
Well, the tournament race flags that we are racing here tonight, they are something we've been seeing a lot in the randomizer tournament that's been going on, and is actually down to the final matches. So I suggest that everybody watch the schedule and tune in for the grand finals that are coming up.
The races actually are all on the schedule now. They're just not assigned to channels yet, but the races have all been scheduled. They are going to be coming up starting actually tomorrow night is the first race at 10:30 tomorrow night between I believe it was RC Drone and Sci-Town.
Indeed,
and that's going to be
yes.
our finals. So tune in for that tomorrow. We'll talk more about that later, though. What we're going to talk about now is this race and the flags that are going to be run both tonight and tomorrow night and for the finals that are coming up. So the flags tonight, we are running in a First Quest Overworld, which basically has everything exactly where you expect to find it. And that means this wood sword is exactly where you expect to find it. That's why everyone is picking it up.
Now, the next thing here is that there's two ways that each of the racers can go. They can go here, screen scroll over to the level 3 location like Bogey is. And it looks like the Fried Teeth and Can't Find Bombs are also going to be checking out the level 3 location. And what have we got here? We've got level 4.
Jiggly, I thought you said the levels were going to be in the right place tonight. I'm kidding, of course. They're all randomized.
Yes, the dungeons have been shuffled in amongst themselves. So, the level 3 location could have level 4 as we see here. The level 1 location could be our level 9. There are two blocks. There is a guaranteed raft block and there's a guaranteed recorder block. The power bracelet will not be necessary in these particular flag sets, but they are useful as a fast travel, especially to get up to the level 6 location.
And the level 6 location also is neighboring another interesting location that may or may not come into play. That is where the magical sword is located in the graveyard. Of course, it's going to need 10 to 14 hearts before we're even worried about that. So, again, that may not come into play tonight. We are finding level 2, it looks like, at the level 1 location.
Well, level 2's not terrible. It's not one of the larger dungeons. It does have 2 items. They are both floor drops. So, unfortunately, it is more combat intensive.
So let's see what we have. We are looking, if Fried Teeth is back in the overworld. I'm still wondering why Chest Jerk has not moved yet. Did Chest Jerk forget we were starting?
No, there's probably some technical issues on their end. I'm fairly certain.
Sense. Okay. Chest Jerk, I'm sure, would not miss the start like that. So must be something going on there. Anyway, we are going to follow who we can see right now. Bogey is working through level, or rather, random 2.
Yeah, here we go. So now we can see Chest Jerk.
Okay.
And fortunately, he's on PowerPoint presentation slides. And we're still looking around here, this level 2. Bogey is getting a few keys here, which is nice. Unfortunately, Can't Find Bombs takes a death.
The important question is, did he find bombs? I see he does have 2 bombs, at least.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, at the very least.
And he found more bombs. So his name is not really accurate at this time. Moving on, we have bunnies in level 2. We didn't make mention of that earlier, but the Pole's Voice, they are very annoying enemies on a wood sword with pretty much no other weaponry, so except for bombs.
Oh, look at that. Those souls go down in one wood sword hit. That's nice to see.
And that is vanilla. They normally go down in one hit.
Souls.
Boomerang.
Souls.
No,
those are the gels.
Okay, sorry.
We're talking about the souls, yes.
Yeah, you meant the souls. That was a wand, by the way.
We find a wand on the floor in level 2.
I was just calling that. We have a wand in 2, and that means we now have a white sword-capable weapon. Now, needless to say, the runners are not going to want reading material for it, and we'll explain that a little bit later. And Chester getting his shot at the Pole's Voice, but he's using the wand for that rather than just the wood sword.
Yeah, with the one, those those voices are going to go down to 5
Oh,
hits rather than the
shoot.
usual 9.
Oh,
Here's
shoot.
this probably might have something, and nope, just has some bombs. I mean, bombs
So,
can find bombs, but bombs can't get bombs.
yeah, I was going to say, is it can't find bombs or can't get bombs?
So, speaking of bombs, it looks like that might be something that Bogey might have to do. But Bogey doesn't have any bombs, so that might be a bit of an issue. He's going to find some here, but he's not going to be able to get.
In other words, Bogey is actually can't find bombs.
Can't get ye bombs.
Right, finding some keys. They're going down in a wood sword hit, so they're still weak. That's good news. Oh, we found our compass in level 1 as well, and actually Bogey already found that compass as well. So looks like Soda can't find bombs. So 3 of our runners do know where the Triforce is. Bogey is heading in that general direction right now. Finds the red candle on the way.
That's a red candle for Bogey, yes.
Finds the red candle on the way.
And why is that going to be very important?
Sorry, what was that?
Why is the red candle important?
Why don't you go ahead and tell them, Jiggly Saint?
Well, the red candle is great because there is one level, specifically the level 8 location, that is going to be blocked by the candle. Now, there's actually a few ways that you can get past this. You can, do the regular, what most racers do is purchase a candle that could appear in any of the shops, including one of the rare shop. Fortunately, that rare shop has not been shuffled, as these are GDQ light flags, which means that the overworld is vanilla. But, we got Wizrobes on the overworld. But anyway, that candle could be, as expensive, I believe, as 70 or 80 rupees.
Oh, we just saw an item on the power bracelet spot. It was a her container, and Bogey is going to pick that up. Armo's item.
Anyway, so to continue on what I'm saying is the other way is to find a red candle for free, which is what Bogey has, which is the best case scenario. The worst case scenario, and one that we've seen a couple of racers in the tournament do, is to get the wand, get the book, and use the wand and the book combo to open the way to the level 8 location. Now, I don't recommend doing that, but, if it saves having to find a candle.
Indeed. So I'm trying to figure out if we've seen our third item in level. No, actually, no. Level 2 only has 2 items. Never mind.
Yeah, the third item in level 2
that's level 1.
Yes,
yeah, I keep thinking that's level 1 for some reason. But yeah, we found both items in level 2. They were the red candle and the magic rod. So we will get that update on the tracker momentarily as well.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we have a level 3 at the level 6 location. So that's actually pretty good because level 3, barring any blocks such as a ladder block or dig dogger block, is going to be something that's able to be cleared out pretty easily. So you're probably not going to be likely to have to go back and, re-clear level 3 in order to, find something. It does mean, though, that the magic sword is probably going to look a little less appealing now. And, oh wow, it looks like we've got a one-off staircase. Level 3, levels 1 to 4 are only have one staircase, except for level 2, which has 0. If you see more than one staircase in levels 1 to 4, or any staircases in level 2, it means you've got a dungeon that is segmented, which of course means that you can't get to that spot in the map any other way. Levels 5 through 8 of they come with one staircase already. And that staircase can lead to somewhere else in the dungeon, or it could lead off to a segment that's within the map.
And Friar Teeth picking up his Armo's item, and it looks like we have 2 runners now in level 3, and actually can't find bombs. We'll momentarily be joining them.
And here we have our item for level. Nope, that's the other side of the. Wait, is that another? Oh, do we have a triple segmented 3?
Did we see 2 different staircases?
Yes, because the other one was a diamond stair. We got a triple segmented 3.
And the reason we know that is because this is normally a level that does not have any staircase in it. So each new segment adds a staircase.
Yeah.
This applies even for level 9, where there's normally 6 staircases. If
Well,
we see a 7th staircase, then there would be a segment.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining, was that, yeah, if you see a staircase in one of these levels, it usually means that's the item, but if you don't see an item in the staircase, then that means that we've got a segment.
Now, another thing that I don't think we really touched on is that we're playing the shapes format. All the dungeons do look differently, and the level 2 map, if anyone noticed that ink blot earlier, that demonstrated that. Every map looks different in the game. They don't look like they're basic vanilla maps, as Bogey finds a key.
Yeah, shapes is always great to see for the viewers, but for the racers, shapes does mean that you also get to play the game Find the Bomb Hole, which is why the map is very important to find in shapes.
And Fried Teeth dealing with one of the Vyres there. And
Bogey does
Dark Knight gets a death on. Blue Darknut does get Fried Teeth, so Fried Teeth is back to the start of the dungeon.
Speaking of Dark Nuts, we found on Bogey's side, we found the bait block. Now, at this point in time, I'm going to guess that bait block is not going to be required because we don't know if there's a bombable wall up north there. We haven't seen the map yet, so we don't know.
And there have been cases where the bait block is located in a position, or an old man's located in a position to block a room that has something.
We do have a map for level 3 there on Fryteeth's side.
Oh my.
And what is that? You know what? That looks like an incredibly large level 3 to me. I mean, I'm sure if you count the rooms, it's probably normal, but it's just the way it's taking stuff up. It's just, wow.
The way it looks in terms of its linearity, yes, it does look like it's rather large. It is only about 20 rooms, though. I counted 20 rooms on there, including that little segment down the lower right, which is an isolated room by itself.
Yep.
Fryteeth trying to use a trick, and I'll explain what he's doing here. What he was doing is he was using the candle, trying to damage boost past the traps, only to get himself into a ladder block room, but I'll explain that a little more. Because the ladder block means we're not going to get past that point in level 3 right now. Back to what I was talking about with the candle. He was using the candle to take a half-hearted damage to avoid taking a full-hearted damage from the trap, which also would have pushed him in a direction away from the trap. We found our scrap metal, or metal boomerang, in level 3 as well.
Yeah, our magic boomerang here on the in the cellar.
So finishing my thought, because I keep calling new items here. What he was doing was taking the half-hearted damage, therefore boosting himself past the trap. That way the trap wouldn't give him a full-hearted damage, pushing him away from the trap and forcing him to make no progress. It's a way to get past the traps.
So we're still looking for a floor drop here in 3. And the floor and drop will indeed be something possibly other than a heart, because we do have Heart Shuffle turned on. And what I wanted to explain is that that room that we saw earlier, the ladder block, that could possibly be a drop room.
It very well could be.
Now the only real problem is, though, is that because Dark Nuts are immune to the wand beam. You would need sword beams in order to fight them, but even then, you'd have to come back and get them all in the right spot. So it's that pretty difficult to do. But here we go. We find a heart container on the floor here in 3, so that room is not going to be required, unless, of course, that happened to be where the Triforce is.
Triforce, yeah.
But I thought I saw a compass pickup. I guess not.
No, I don't think. No, we do have a compass. I saw it marked on Bogey's map.
Oh, okay.
It's in that column of 4 rooms in the 3rd room there.
Well, it looks like Bogey wasn't able to dig that Triforce piece out, so.
Yeah, there must have been something we didn't see that was causing it to be blocked, unless that was where one of the staircases led off, and that could be the reason. Maybe a staircase led off there, and he couldn't I don't know which room the bait block was. Where was the bait block located?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I remember where the bait block is. It's very possible
In any case, Chester goes up to Death Mountain past our broadcast center and finds level 8. So there he is going into level 8, and what he's finding as he did one of the pirouette tricks to get the bomb hole open without wasting a bomb, what he is going to do is look for 3 items in level 8, because one of 2 dungeons, the system is down. One of 2 dungeons that has 3 items in it. The way that level 8's items are laid out, oh hi Dig Dogger, is that there are 2 staircase drops and there is 1 floor drop. Whereas level 1, which we'll find later, has 2 floor drops and 1 staircase drop. Those are the 2 levels that have 3 items in them.
Yeah, for most of the levels, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, they all follow a single staircase and a single drop item, which is the heart container. But yeah, as level 1 is different. Oh, there's the compass. Oh, okay, it's in that location. But yeah, level 1 has the 2 floor drops. Level 2 has 2 drops on the floor. Level 8 has the 2 in the staircase, and then level 9 also has 2 in the staircase. So it's good to remember and one of the things about shapes is that it follows first quest logic. So, for example, first quest level 2 only has 1 floor drop item. Well, 2 floor drop items if you include the heart. But
so we have a 31 room level 8 up there on Chester's screen right now. So with a very early Triforce they picked up in the foot of what I'm going to call, I guess that was maybe the lower one of the wings of a duck hunt duck that is on the top. I'm not sure what is below it.
That looks like the duck hunt. Actually, you know what that looks like? That looks like a dachshund. If you know the wiener dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably pawing his favorite toy or something like that.
I used to have a dachshund growing up.
Yep.
Now here we go, though. We find a staircase room here. Now, what do we have? Do we have an item or do we have a staircase?
That is a white sword in level 7.
But that's a raft in level 8.
So consecutive item finds here. A white sword in level 7, a raft in level 8. The white sword is more of a useful accessory at this point because we do have the magic rod, which will suffice for white sword power and allows you to cross gaps whenever you want with this magic to attack. Whereas the raft is absolutely needed to finish the game because level 4 normally, which is the level 4 spot obviously, is normally locked behind the raft.
But yeah, that is definitely good for... Well, I mean, Bogey and Chester both have... I mean, one has progression and the other one has a nice luxury item.
Oh, Ganon seems to have morphed.
Oh. Well, I mean, at least it isn't a 40-headed Gleeok.
Yeah.
Breathing fire.
Random Gleeok heads win.
Oh, you know what? That Triforce room in 3, no wonder Bogey bailed before getting it. We have a confirmed ladder block, because that room, that moat room... Yes.
That was where that ladder block that we saw was.
That's where the ladder block is. It's in this room here, and now Can't Find Bombs is getting that information.
Now, for those who might have remember seeing the shape of level 8, notice level 7 mirrors the other part of that shape, because level 7 and 8 share one map, whereas levels 1 to 6 share the other maps. Level 9 gets its own map. So that's how the levels are laid out. That's why 7 and 8 look so similar, I guess you could say, to each other.
So, to be more clear, levels 1 to 6 share a 128 grid, room grid.
Right.
And 7 through 9 also share the 128 grid. Oh, and here we go. Look at this. In level 7, Bogey has dug out the magic key, or is what we like to call the any key.
I call it the magical key.
Well, we call it the any key because of that one episode of The Simpsons where Homer got fat.
I didn't know that was the reference.
You didn't? Where's the any key?
I did not know that was a reference.
So,
I
so
don't
yeah,
watch
so
enough Simpsons.
so Homer Simpson decided that he can work from home if he gains weight. You know, goes up to 300 pounds, which of course I'm laughing really hard because, well, but yeah, so he ends up working from home, but it's like press any key to continue, and he's like, "Where's the any key?" And then he presses the tab button because he wanted to order a tab, which was a soft drink at the time.
A soft drink, yeah, I know that's a soft drink. And Can't Find Bombs, going back to the race here, Can't Find Bombs revealed a staircase, but ended up taking a hit from a Wizro beam just before he entered the staircase, so was not able to claim what was inside, unfortunately.
So, yeah, Wizrobes on the overworld, that's a double-edged sword right there. On the one hand, it's not going to be required to clear them out in order to continue in the dungeons. But at the same time, they are going to be blocking some of the nastier locations in the overworld. The same thing with the Dark Nuts. Blue Dark Nuts on the overworld are just nasty.
So we have two runners in level 7 right now. We know what both items in level 7 are now, the magical key and the white sword. We are still looking for 2 items. Unless I missed a heart container, we are still looking for 2 items in level 8. Chest shirt is in there right now. There's another dig dogger. And Can't Find Bombs has plenty of bombs and is wandering through the desert and going to get a take any cave for a heart container. Right? Go ahead.
Those were the silver arrows?
Where were those? In 8?
In level 8, yeah, on the floor.
Oh, floor
I
drop.
believe those were the silvers. Unless there's another blue item. No, but we've already seen the blueberry banana, so that's got to be the silvers.
It would have to be, yeah. Because we've seen the wand, too. And our tracker is confirming that. Oh, 3 rupee bombs.
That is really nice. We haven't seen what our secrets are yet. Or at least if we have, I hadn't noticed. So, but anyway, that's really good to hear.
Fried Teeth has 226 rupees. Certainly he has seen all the secrets. According to our tracker magic friends, the big secret is somewhere in the range of 140.
So yeah, this is definitely a big money seed and a free candle as well. And we now have free silver arrows. So you're going to be spending those rupees on nothing but possibly defense.
Old man, get your own pizza. We don't have pizza for you. Oh, and welcome to the what I like to call the moat chute room because it's shaped like a chute. It looks like a chute, but it's a ladder block chute. I said get your own pizza.
Well, anyway, we've got level 5 here on Can't Find Bombs. Let's pop into the staircase, and what do we find? Just another staircase.
And Dig Dogger's not going to cooperate here. There we go.
Speaking of which, we do still need to find a recorder.
Well, there's our compass, and Bogey already picked that up, so he's going into the Triforce room right now, and there it is, just laying on the ground. Don't bother with all the Tektites. You don't need to kill them.
Here we go. This could possibly be a item staircase. It would be really nice to see something such as the bow.
The bow would be nice for dealing with the enemies, the Pole's Voice here. We know that the bow cannot be in level 9. It has to be found somewhere outside of level 9. That much we do know.
Come on, let's see where this goes.
Apparently the bow was already seen on the coast, and we never called on it.
Ah.
I didn't even see anyone go to the coast.
Also, it looks like level 5 has at least one segment, because we already saw a staircase, and then we went through the staircase, and now we're going into another spot, so... 25 is our medium secret.
And there's another look at that.
Ladder blocked map.
Now, I didn't see the bows on Frighty's screen, but he doesn't have the ladder, so kind of hard to see the bow at our resolution, but clearly that had to be the bow. It was the same color as the coast itself. So, Fried Teeth is going down to level 2, I guess?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
level
level
2
2
location.
Location, yeah.
No.
Oh, that is the whistle. The white sword
Ooh.
item today is the whistle.
You know, or as many people like to call it, the recorder, and that's level 9 here at level 2.
But that whistle is a required item. That does open the normal level 7 location. Hello, whatever is roaring. We hear you. Please.
Wait, you're kidding me. We have a roaring immediately?
Some kind of roaring going on here.
Oh my goodness, you know what that means? It's too early in the game to talk about that, but
No, we're not at that point yet.
okay, well, it's a surprise.
But we did find level 9. That much we will say. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I mean, at this point in time, if you don't know what we're talking about, welcome to the Zelda 1 Randomizer community.
Yes, welcome. Well, happy to have you.
We own your souls now.
That was a nice large secret or purchase. That was a purchase, it looks like, of the blue ring.
Yeah, at this point in time, the blue ring is really the only thing to spend your rupees on. I mean,
It is.
you know where the bow is, but you can't quite grab the bow. And you know there's more large secrets because we are working with First Quest Logic Overworld. So there's going to be at least another 280 rupees up for the grabs.
Ooh, this blue ring might be useful. The Gurias, I always hate fighting the Guria enemies because they tend to throw the boomerang the second I go to attack them, and of course I get killed. So that blue ring can be useful for those kinds of fights.
Here we've got, it looks like Chesterg is back here in level 4, which we know is at the level 3 location. And, ooh, it's going to opt to take those, get rid of those bombs, which is sad because we know that there's an any key in level 7 that he could have grabbed. And besides, you know, only 2 keys, that's not bad, but unfortunately keys seem to be a little bit stingy this seed.
Well, that's good because the magical key is there to help with that stinginess, and we only have 2 runners again who have picked that up so far.
Yeah, but I think only 2 of those runners have been in level 7.
I believe that's correct. That was a heart container underneath the rupee boss.
Yeah, level 5's definitely got a heart container, which is, ooh, unfortunately can't find bombs, is going to take a death.
Right before entering that cave.
Is he going to go back up and check the white sword item? Is he going to bet that maybe it's just another heart container?
Well, that's going to be an important check. Oh, the Lionels are here on the overworld. I didn't even see that yet. They aren't appearing on a lot of screens from what I can tell.
No. We got both Fryteeth and Bogey, you know, still digging up this level 5, you know, looking for, I don't think we've found our, staircase item yet.
In level 5, no, I don't think so. The heart container was a floor drop, so I don't think
the heart container was the floor drop. So this was a,
Well, Fryteeth fortunately brought his Dodongo food, but he's going to use a trick to actually refill his bombs by stunning the Dodongos and then slashing them while they are stunned. This way he can actually kill them with the sword. Normally they are otherwise invulnerable to the sword.
Here's our item, and it is the red ring.
But this trick guarantees the bomb drop.
So as some of the commentators usually tend to say, if buying the blue ring makes the red ring appear right away afterwards, then it's worth every rupee. That is exactly what happened on Fryteeth's end. Red ring in level 5.
So Fryteeth is coming up to the Triforce level 5 right now. He is going to pick that up.
Yep, now he's just going to pop over to the top of the waterfall, cash in those heart containers. If he can... Oh, that, you know what? That red ring helped a lot on that screen.
I did not see where the red ring was, sorry.
The red ring was past those Dodongos in that room.
Ah, okay. And Fryteeth is going to pick up his whistle right now. And Can't Find Bombs is going to pick up his 139 jackpot. He may be starting to think about a blue ring himself, for all we know.
Considering what happened at the end of level 5, he just might.
And he is going to go into level 7 right now. Acme Bombs, guaranteed to stop big doggers.
Full 14, that is...
Maximum.
That is maximum, and I believe this is where the red ring was.
Oh, it was under this staircase. Nice.
So now Chest Jerk has the advantage of being able to check out what's up here on the island. But all the players on the left do have the magic key, they have the recorder, and they've got a red ring. Sometimes it pays to pace yourself, sometimes it pays to just jump ahead and just go as far as you can go. And oh shoot.
Yeah, shoots and ladders once again.
Well, shoots and spiders.
Yeah, we're still looking for the ladder.
Unfortunately, that ladder is going to be required because we do have that bow on the coast, and of course you need the bow to defeat Ganon.
And Can't Find Bomb's getting his white sword, and now he's going to go down and visit the friendly neighborhood Aquamentus.
Chest Jerk's going to grab this Triforce. Unfortunately, the land molars are going to respawn.
Ooh, leave your bombs or keys, and Fry Teeth going to have no problem with that. I mean, all he had to do was unlock a couple of locks for the old man with his magical key, and he was allowed to move on.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Chest Jerk, I believe, was one that decided to leave one of the bombs. And that is, of course, the maximum bomb capacity upgrade. So it's a bomb capacity downgrade in this case.
Yes.
No, of course, in the vanilla game, you have it's leave your money or your life, or is life or money.
Yes,
yeah, I think it's life or money, so it's 50 rupees.
It is money or life, yes. So the items that you can leave behind are randomized, is what we're getting at, and it goes between the life, the money, Friday takes to death, the life, the money, the bombs, or the keys. I believe those are the only 4 that fall under that.
Right. Everything else, because that would be really strange to have, leave the ladder.
Yeah, leave your ladder here, please.
I mean, that would be great if you could, maybe make the ladder respawn.
But unfortunately, it's not coded like that.
It can be recoded to be like that. It could be easily recoded to be like that.
Yeah. No, Jiggly.
I didn't say it would be easy to randomize.
No, Jiggly. There is our magical key for Can't Find Bombs. Of course, he gets it with 8 keys, so and he slashes it, saying, "Yeah, good item to find."
Well, our candle was only 40 rupees, so even if they couldn't get a red candle, at least the candle's there for the taking. And now Chest Jerk is entering level 7.
Bogey is going back to level 4, I believe, is what was here. And that's where Fry Teeth is right now.
This is a possible item room. I don't know if we saw this already on Bogey's side.
We missed a chance to play in that tune. Fry Teeth does have custom music on, so we'll have to listen for that again when he goes to the level 7 location.
It is an item. It is a heart container.
That's one of the main features of the randomizer. The whistle music is shuffled. There's all sorts of wonderful music you can get there, such as, the Super Mario Bros. 3 whistle music. Oh, wait, that's the same tune.
Oh, no, there was actually one player was racing his seat, and it was actually the Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Four whistles. No, but I mean, it really was. It sounded like just a little bit different.
It doesn't sound different, Jiggly.
Well, what I mean is that the way it was played to make it obvious that it was the same song, but it was different sounding.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. So Bogey is still looking for the items in level 4. We do know that I think it was just one heart container that we found there so far, nothing else.
Yeah, one heart container in the staircase in 4.
Correct. Bogey finds a room with some blue dark dust, but a very open room, not a hard room to fight in at all, so this should be no problem, I would imagine.
Actually, sometimes having a room that has obstacles actually makes dark nuts easier. Because what it means is that you can hide, and this is a trick that I believe the instruction manual actually teaches. That you can actually hide behind, as long as you're coming up from the bottom, you can hide behind, and your sword will reach over the top of the obstacle.
That can be useful in some rooms, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the cup is in the boat.
But it doesn't work the other way around.
Oh my, look at this. There has to be a way into that room. The game logic would never expect you to be able to clip across the staircase, which some runners can do, but we don't have the ladder yet, so we can't clip across anyway. What he wants to do is try to get that last dark nut killed so he can see what item appears, if any. And there it is. That's what we want to see. And he found... If he picked up anything, I didn't see it, but I don't think there was anything there.
Well, if it's level 4, the item should appear on the right side. Here we go. Here's another mugger room.
Well, he hasn't seen that mugger yet. I think Brightsheet saw that mugger already.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, name that tune.
I know what that is.
I know, sure, I just can't name it.
All right. Well, let's just say sorry, I have a frog in my throat.
Right back. Chat is letting me know how bad I am with my music.
Really? That? It actually kind of sounds like the warp theme from Super Mario Brothers 2.
No, Jiggly.
No, it really does.
Not quite. I thought it was too one time, and it turned out it was Great Palace.
Ah.
So Fryeteeth is opting not to get a hand right now, and is going to instead kill off the hands and not pick up the key, which he doesn't need because he has the magical key.
Well,
I'm looking at a 16-room level 1. These levels are actually somewhat sizable for early levels.
So did you check where that level 1 was located?
I did not know.
Might have been under Recorder Lake.
Oh yeah, it was Recorder Lake. That was Recorder Lake, absolutely.
Yeah.
Chester just was given a hand. He's back at the start of the level. It's always nice for the minions to help out once in a while.
Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if you've ever played the BS Zelda.
I've heard of it.
Okay, well, here's a little fun thing. There's actually a level in which, I guess the old man gives you a hint, and it says, ask the occupants of the next room where the location of the silver arrows are. And there's nothing in the other next room except for a bunch of Wallmaster.
Okay.
So, what do you think the answer is?
No, Jiggly. Going back to the race here. Bogey is now entering level 1, and Can't Find Bombs still working level 4. So we have 2 runners in level 1, Can't Find Bombs level 4, Chester in level 5. We are still looking for the ladder. The ladder is really the one thing we still need to unlock this seed. The power bracelet, not necessary, just opens up the warp staircases. The book, the instruction manual, whatever you want to call it, we don't want that. It just makes the wand more useless. And the Lord Banana, we all hail it, but wooden boomerangs at this point aren't really important.
And we did see another art container in level 1, so that was, I want to say that was 2 items that we saw.
Both art containers?
Might have been. Ooh, that is not a fun place to end up. Because if you don't have Red Ring, you're guaranteed to take 4 hit points of damage. Since most racers don't have a magic shield at that point, most racers just don't bother picking up the magic shield.
Oh, Bogey fortunately didn't grab that clock, and that Wallmaster he didn't see, thought the room was empty, and turned out it came out to remind him, no, he's not done yet. So he manages to kill it off, and he opens the door. And he's going to kill off these gorillas. Meanwhile, Fryteeth...
That's a stepladder.
Where was that?
That was in the Gria room.
Oh, I looked away just as it appeared, apparently. So, stepladder is in the Gria room. He does still need the raft. So while we are in what we like to call no mode up here, we don't have any runners who have everything yet. So, but we know where they need to go to get their things and get into go mode.
Let's put it this way. Everybody's got to make their way over to level 8 because that's where 2 of the important items are.
Except for Chester, who has those 2 important items.
Right. So Chester now has to make his way over to level 1. Get that step ladder.
And 2 runners still have to go to both locations. Fryteeth is in level 1 right now himself.
Yeah, Fryteeth is now in the room that has the step ladder. He just has to clear out these gorillas. And the gorillas actually rolled down, which was really nice.
Yeah, a little bit wimpy gorillas today. We will accept that. Fryteeth now has his step ladder, and that was his second item, I believe, or second or third. So he seems to be leaving.
Yeah, at this point in time, that's pretty much all you need in order for go mode.
Well, for him, he needs the silver arrows and the raft.
That's true, yeah.
And we know where the bow is, so the bow doesn't really count if you've already seen it.
There's the Triforce out of level 5 for Chest Jerk. We got a Gleok here on Bogey's side.
And that ties Chest Jerk for the Triforce lead among our restream runners. Now, it is worth noting here, and I'm going to check how many runners we have in our race. We do have, I will get this information. We do have, according to my count, maybe about 17, 18 runners in this race tonight. So we have a sizable field. We are only following 4 of the runners in this race. So of the restream runners, we have 2 runners who have a 5 Triforce advantage right now, but we don't know if any other runners not on the restream are doing better than these runners are. 3 runners now on our restream.
We're just concentrating on these 4 runners at the moment.
Exactly.
And where is Bogey gonna go back?
Bogey's back to the level 1 area, which is
he might
not where
go
we
back
want
to level. Might go back to level 3 and pick up that Triforce piece.
He does need that.
But it looks like
he also has to go to level 8 to get his items. He has the Triforce from level 8, but never picked up the items. He might be gambling on other levels before going back to level 8.
I mean, that's a decision that I think a lot of racers would make. Level 8's gigantic versus other levels, which are not so big.
It may be to his detriment.
Yeah, it might be, for sure. I mean, that's one of the gambles when you're playing the Zelda 1 randomizer, especially with races. Having to make those decisions. Do you gamble on the larger dungeons, or do you go to the smaller ones first?
And level 8 is a 33 room level, pardon me, so you can't blame him for that, but we know that is where he needs to go. And we know the sooner he gets that, the better.
Yeah, it looks like Bogey's going back into level 3 and picking up this Triforce piece. Might not be such a bad idea. This is one Triforce piece that's out of the way. So it's better to get that over and done with now instead of later. Because that could make all of the difference. Because unlike the other Triforce pieces, this is one that level 6 is one area that you need to walk back to.
So Fry Teeth gets his 10th Heart Container. Now, if they want to, can't find bombs on Fry Teeth. Ooh, Fry Teeth getting stabbed by a sword flying in the air. They can both go to the white sword, to the magical sword location, and try to pick it up if they wish to. However, they most likely will not do that, even if they plan to later, because right now there's only a 20% chance they will be able to pick that up. So we will see if they choose to go for that later. I doubt it, because they're pretty good with
Yeah.
Fry Teeth's red ring.
Well, only Chest Jerk has wooden sword still.
Right. Fry Teeth is heading up to the Death Mountain area right now.
Was that my imagination, or it almost looked like Chest Jerk tried to grab the map but didn't quite?
I didn't notice.
It might have just been me thinking that he was one square up higher than he really was. But it looks like he had to do a double take with that.
He seems to at least have the map anyway. He gets his Triforce from level 1. And he is looking for... Actually, he has the ladder out of there. So
he's got the ladder, so...
At this point, I would actually say that Chest Jerk is at about 44 minutes, I guess about 30 seconds. Chest Jerk is in go mode. I think he did see what the boat was on the coast, so he is in go mode. And there he is, screen warping to it right now.
Yep, he's going to do what everybody calls the world wrap.
And the world has been wrapped. And now he's pulling out the whistle.
Yeah, one of the interesting things about when you do a world wrap is that you don't go to the other side of the world as it is on the same row that you are. You actually go one row. I believe you go one row up when you go to the left, and if you can't really do it going to the right, but you'd go one row down. And in case you're wondering, if you do a world wrap on a corner screen, such as the second quest level 9 location, you will actually end up back at the start. It will, yeah. If you exceed the boundaries of the map, you'll go back to the starting location.
Fry Teeth getting his Triforce from level 8. He now has 6 triangles, just like Bogey does.
Yeah, Fry Teeth here in level 8 on the right track. Hopefully we'll find that raft soon.
Well, Fry Teeth did go into the correct level to search here. This is good news. Don't know if he actually may have run out of locations to search before coming here, or whether there are still locations he still has to check, but he does still need level 3 and level 6. And it looks like level 6... No, both levels have been picked up by someone else, so we must... be able to get to that location already. Either that or one of those was locked by the raft. I forget which one. I think it was level 6 though. Yeah, it was level 6 locked by the raft.
Yeah.
And Fry Teeth finding the very difficult rupee boss, and collecting those rupees makes you collect something else, another set of bombs. There's where our power bracelet was located today.
So unfortunately, not the item he's looking for.
That does close off all items in level 8 as well. And we have someone already in level 9. Chest Jerk apparently has been catching triangles, but we did not see him catching. And if you didn't get the hint earlier, here's Ganon. We heard him as we walked in the level. This is the only place he could have possibly been. And Chest Jerk is going to try to get 15 hits on Ganon at this point. So Chest Jerk has picked up Triforce very quickly. We didn't even notice because they weren't marked on his tracker at all. He had a bit of a stun lock there, but he lost it.
So he's got to take 15 hits here because he only has wooden sword. He does manage to finish off the pig. We've got bacon, and now we get to play the wonderful game of Where is Zelda?
Oh, I like this game.
I like playing the game when Zelda's close by.
I like it more when Ganon hasn't been killed yet.
Well, anyway, so how it works out is that if you, ooh, look at that, we've got a dig dog in here.
Wow.
There is somewhere in level 9 there is a room with a single shutter door. It can't be a double shutter door like this.
No.
But it's a single shutter door. If you haven't defeated Ganon and taken the Triforce of Power yet, it will be closed, even when you defeat all the enemies in the room. But after you grab the power, the Triforce of Power, and indeed, I believe that is the trigger to have the door open.
I'm going to interrupt you. We have a compass. We know exactly where the girl is.
We do, but do we know how to get there?
Well, we're going to find out. He's going to the north right now. She's right under the D. It's hard to see up there, but she's right under the D.
Zelda's right under the D?
No comment.
I'm just, reiterating what you said.
Not that way. Moving on, Chesterk is going to go north as far as he can. He's being told to go to the right. Let's see if there's a bomb hole. There is not. He has to go to the right.
Can't go to the left.
Can't find bombs. Meanwhile, is still exploring level 1. We have 2 runners still in level 8. Chesterk does find no way to progress, so he's going to go south. He's going to see if he can go to the left from here. We didn't check this wall yet to see if it explodes. It does. He can go over there. And he can go north again. Will this lead to the girl? No, we'll lead to the girl's room. But she's not in that room. She went a little bit to the north today. And now we have to... Oh, nope, he's not going to waste time on this door. I would have actually opened that door. I'm surprised he didn't do that. Was there another route up here that he didn't take?
No, it looks like maybe it's a magic staircase. I'm sure the first staircase that he finds, it can't be a staircase. This one is a shutter door.
Yeah.
But I'm going to guarantee that the first shutter door or the first staircase that he finds is going to lead right to Zelda.
You're going to guarantee that?
You know what? After that dream I had the other day, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm being psychic.
No, Jiggly. So let's see if he can find the right path here. Bogey, meanwhile, does pick up the Rav. So Bogey on Chesterk's tail.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to be able to catch up with Chesterk. Now, what did I just say?
That no one's going to be able to catch up with Chesterk?
But look where Chesterk is.
Okay, well, it's not necessarily going right to Zelda. Let's see if this opens up.
Well, that doesn't open up, but he's going to restock here on these Dodongos.
Can't find bombs picking up level 1 Triforce.
Oh, Dodongo eating the food.
Well, that's the idea. You're supposed to feed the Dodongos, right?
Well, yeah, but you can stun him with the smoke.
Of course, that's what he's trying to do, but the idea is that you're supposed to... Never mind. Shoot for Bogey. He finds a level 6 shoot. Distracted. He has to kill the spiders.
Can we go up? We can go up here. Can we go to the right?
No.
We can't go to the right. Ooh.
So what were you saying?
Well, we're still not done yet.
Well, he's checking under the staircase, so this
will
could
probably
be the one
lead
that goes
far
there.
away from Zelda.
Yep, that one did. And Bogey does get his final Triforce, and he is now going to enter level 8 himself, and he's going to get the same immediate roaring hint that Chesterk had when he went into level 9.
What? Goma only has one eye? Who knew? Because, of course, in the original, the hint is aim at the eyes of Goma.
Yeah, the clue was very inaccurate. Chesterk using a second bomb on a wall he already tried to implode at one point, I believe.
I mean, is Goma supposed to be a spider or a crab?
Yes, Jiggly? I'm not sure.
Because spiders do have 8 eyes.
Eh.
But what about the Goma from Ocarina of Time?
No comment. Now, someone in chat seems to be guaranteeing this is a magic staircase situation. Looks like we may have tried a majority, if not all, of our walls that could lead to that upper area. It looks like there may be a magic staircase that goes to those upper 6 rooms.
Personally, I think what it might be is you might have to just go down a bit further and then go up.
We'll have to see if we can find another path in here.
Yeah, it looks like Zelda is playing a little bit hard to get tonight.
Well, Ganon was offered up on a silver arrow platter, so of course, Friedteeth going into the same room that Bogey was just in, getting locked in. Oh shoot!
So that's interesting. So we've got Bogey. Yeah, we've got Bogey and we've got Chest Jerk. Which one is going to find the path to the princess first?
Well, Bogey has to, or did he already kill Ganon?
Bogey just defeated Ganon.
Oh, his level 6 Triforce has not been lit up. So, yeah, he killed Ganon, and he is in level 9 looking for the girl right now. So this could be a race to the girl.
It could be. Now, just look how far away Chest Jerk is.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Chest Jerk still has the advantage of knowing where Zelda is. Just a map right now would actually be very useful.
It could be. And we have some skeletons. So Chester is, I think he might be looking for a staircase now because he's going in, nope, he's going back to the north. He seems to want to check all these areas to the north again. He might be going back to that gel room I'm surprised he didn't clean out earlier.
It's also worth noting that we just got ourselves a high five.
High five! Oh, we have some hands. So we're going to get our Great Palace music again as we cause another big dog or two split. That will be
Let's
a staircase.
see where this staircase takes them.
I don't think we've seen any item staircases in 9 yet.
No, we haven't.
Like the Lord
Okay,
Banana.
this is good. This is good here. This takes us down this way. If we can bomb to the right, we might be... we can bomb down.
It's a new area, but it's not going to be where the girl is. The girl's all the way in the north, so we're looking for most likely a staircase to get there.
Well, I'm thinking more or less the lines of that the middle section is kind of blocked off. Now here's another staircase, so we'll see what's down here.
Item,
it is
heart
a heart
container. So at least one of the wooden boomerang or the book are in a level where we did not see it. We just never uncovered that item.
I don't think we saw what was in 4. All right, here's a staircase. Is this going to take us closer to Zelda? Yes, it is.
Oh, that is in the middle of the map. That's not going to help.
What do you mean?
That's the area where he already came. That was the gel room, I think, is 1 north.
I think so. Oh, yeah, it must be because he's already noticing that. Yeah.
We did see him walk into the princess's normal room, which was 1 south of where the princess is. So that was the same column.
Yeah, I still say that there's got to be a path that you just have to get in from the bottom, the lower right, and then you have to work your way. Sorry, the lower left, and then you just got to work your way upwards from there.
So
it might not necessarily be a magic staircase. It might just be a magic path.
Can't find Bob's getting his bow, by the way.
Okay. And now we've also got Friedteeth here in level 9. So we've got a 3-way going on here.
Ooh. So one more time, here's Ganon. Friedteeth is now fighting Ganon.
8 hits with the white sword.
And Chester, meanwhile, has found the staircase. I didn't see where he came out, but he found it. And he has found the girl. So let's find out whether Chester has won tonight's race or not. I guess is in chat right now as we look up the time for Chester. His time was officially 56 minutes and 16 seconds. And Chester did finish in first place. Congratulations, Chester, on winning this week's weekly race. And we'll see if we can get the music on somewhere else here where there's music. And we'll all see if Chester wants to join us. Okay. And we're waiting to see if Chester wants to join us here. So while we wait to see if Chester joins us or not, just want to remind you, make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 10:30 Eastern Time. Those of you watching live, 10:30 Eastern Time tomorrow, we're going to have the first race between RC Drone and Sidetown for the tournament finals, running the same flag set. Final two runners in a 90 some, I think it was a 90-person tournament in the end, and final two runners have emerged to fight for the championship. Starts tomorrow night at 10:30. Make sure you come back for that. And I'm learning that Chester will not be joining us for reasons we won't get into. So just GG again, Chester. Congratulations on your first place finish.
Yep, so Bogey and Fryteeth both looking for the princess still. And meanwhile, Can't Find Bombs is messing about here in level 5.
So the question will be, who will find that staircase first? I didn't see which staircase it was for Bogey or Fryteeth. I didn't see which staircase it was, but Fryteeth is on that second row from the top now. So they're actually a room apart. They're now in the same room.
Yeah, so unfortunately they're not quite in the right location.
I can literally say Bogey on Fryteeth's tail. Yes, that's a Star Fox reference. Yes, you may groan now. Can't Find Bombs, meanwhile, finding his map for level 5. He is significantly behind our other remaining runners here.
Hey, well, I found the book.
Oh, good. So we know where the book is, at least.
Sadly, the book does not contain instructions on how to find Zelda.
It's a pity.
I mean, it would, kind of, if it was we were playing with Atlas. But no, in these flag sets, the book does nothing. Much like those goggles. And that is the second Simpsons reference I have made this evening.
Oh, we are getting confirmation. Chad is pointing out that the music is confirmed to be Great Pals from Zelda 2. Chester is showing us that right now.
Yeah. But now I don't think I can actually unhear it. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to both songs at the same time, but it felt like maybe. I
thought at first that it was the first time I heard it a couple weeks ago in a tournament race. I thought it was Wart's music as well. I thought the same thing. So I was a little surprised by that myself. So, Fryteeth find the princess's room. The princess is not home. Sorry, your princess is in another room. It does not look like Fryteeth has the compass either. And Bogey does have that compass, but he does not have information on the exact route.
Hey, well, look at that level 5 there. Okay, that's an interesting looking shape there. It looks like somebody at the bottom is, either running or jump kicking or something. Actually, yeah, and the other person, no, the person up at the top looks like they're jump kicking. The other one's just running.
No, Jiggly.
You know something? At some point, that joke wears itself thin.
Yeah. I just disagree with that assessment. Anyway, I keep thinking Can't Find Bombs is in 9. The color palette is very, very similar this evening. And Can't Find Bombs did... I don't remember if that wall was bombable or not.
Nope. Yeah, no, yeah, we can't, No, we can't get there. We've got to go around. So yeah, I think you're right. I think there was a magic staircase involved.
Yep, chat was looking at that as well. They were watching the bomb walls, I think, a little more carefully than we were in level 9, noticing that there were no access points to the top. So Chester did find it via a staircase. That much we did see.
Now, interesting, Bogey did pass by a staircase with a dig dogger. I don't know if that was a staircase of any importance, but... Okay, so we've definitely been in here before. There's wall masters in this room.
And Friar Teeth getting the Goma information yet again. And fails to refill his bombs, but he will get another opportunity. And Dodongo is just saying nope. There it is.
And Can't Find Bombs finally finds the jewelry.
And he takes that jewelry to the next room and realizes he has to kill hands for Triforce.
There's the map for this level 9.
Oh man, name that. Ink blot. But we now know there is an empty room in the top row.
Well, that would definitely explain why we couldn't bomb right.
Yeah. Or up. But the other rooms, I don't have any information as to why we couldn't do that.
I think this might actually be our magic staircase.
Could be. It was somewhere in this area. That is our magic staircase.
There we go. Now, it looks like it could have been possible that it might have been able to go up through the left. And then, up toward, up, or should I say up to the right and up, and then maybe up to the left or so.
I think they were tested, though. I saw Chester testing the walls in that vicinity. Anyway, we do have Bogey being our second runner on the Restream 2 finish. And he actually comes in 4th place with an official time of an SRL time of 1:06:02, 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 2 seconds. We had 2 other finishers in the middle there. Captain Green 7, I should say, in 3rd place with a 1:05:38. Also in 2nd with a 1:04:04. We'll see if Bogey wishes to join us.
1:04:04, Alsoa not found.
Error. So yeah, the magical staircase to get to the top row was on the bottom row, to the left of the starting screen.
And Can't Find Bombs here in level 8. Still needs to locate that raft, still needs to locate those silvers.
Friar Teeth does not find the correct staircase here. He's all the way over on the left side of the level now. And while he continues to look through level 9, we are now joined by Bogey. GG, Bogey.
Hey, thank you.
So how do you feel that scene went tonight?
It was fine until I had to find Zelda.
Yeah, you thought you were going to have a nice and easy and free level 9. And then when you walk in, you hear Ganon roaring immediately. And it's like, oh, good, I can kill you right away. This is going to be easy. Oh, I still have to find the girl.
Yeah, I walked in, and I think midway through my game, I had killed a boss and leveled out, or exited one of the levels, and still heard the boss roar. So when I walked into 9, I was thinking, oh, did that happen again when I got right in the dungeon? Then I went right and heard him again. So I'm like, oh, no, I definitely heard him. And that was fun. And then just finding the right staircase to get to Zelda. Luckily, I had enough bombs. Never ran into any sort of bomb or key trouble.
And she was hiding very well tonight. You couldn't get up there at all from the second row. It was nicely cornered. In fact, you found the map. You're the only runner so far. Chestrick and Fryeteeth did not find the map, and Can't Find Bombs isn't even in 9 yet. So you're the only runner we know to find the map so far, and we now know there was that one blank room there. But I think he must have tried all those walls, and none of them budged.
Yeah, looking at my Z helper, it looks like, yeah, I bombed every wall north. The north wall that would have brought me into the first row, so you couldn't get there. And actually, I bombed east from the northwest corner, and I bombed west from the northeast corner, and couldn't get in there either. So yeah, I think that was the only way to get to her, was that staircase along the bottom.
And from the northwest corner, you would have actually been trying to bomb into a room that didn't exist. Fryeteeth now getting his map, so now he has the lay of the land. Other than the level 9, how do you think that seed felt?
It was good. I don't think I had any deaths. The closest I came was probably almost walking into a blue Wizrobe in the overworld early on, but aside from that, found the wand, so that made combat a little bit easier early on. And then found the red ring in 5, and once I had that, it was relatively smooth sailing from there. I'd say the only thing I wish I maybe had done a little bit differently was, I think level 1 was under Recorder Lake, right?
Yes, level 1 was a Recorder Lake.
Yeah, so after picking up the whistle as the white sword item, I in hindsight wish I had just gone there and taken what the game had given me at the time. So aside from that, no real issues or complaints. Happy to finish in 4th, and yeah, it was fun.
And we're just trying to follow Fryeteeth here. He is still several rooms away from the correct staircase. He's been all over this level 9. I don't think he has not been down in that lower row at all yet, I don't think. No, he has been down that lower row. He's just not been in the correct room.
Also, Fryeteeth did force a 10 count from those gorillas.
Very nicely done.
So it looks like he's going to restart here, and is probably going to... Nope, he's going to try and go up this way. Well, we can go this way, but... I don't think we've seen this message. He might be able to... No, because...
Did you go to this area, Bogey?
Which area?
Where Fryeteeth is right now. I don't think we've seen the "can't wait to bomb some of the Dongos" message.
No, I don't believe I have. I'm just pulling up the stream now.
Yeah, I think it was a dud room to the right anyway, so there was no progress from there, it looks like. So obviously it wasn't the correct room anyway. He is going in the right direction now. 2 down, if he can find his way to go 2 down, but he's going to take the staircase instead, it looks like. He is indeed following the transport staircase. This will lead him astray. Oh no, that will lead him right one. There were 2 staircases up there.
Do you realize we could have solved this level 9 like 10 minutes ago? You just needed to bomb left from the Dig Dogger room, and you would have won the seed.
Oh,
wow.
And nobody did. Nobody did, because we know Chestrick came in first.
Chestrick might have gone to that room. I didn't see which room he did this in. I didn't see which staircase Chestrick used, but he did. I want to say he used that staircase because he got to Zelda very quickly without me noticing all of a sudden.
Yeah, I was so eager to get to Zelda, I forgot that in that room of Pole's voice was a staircase.
So let's catch up the finish here. We're going to get to Fryeteeth here. Fred Coughlin finished with a 108.48 in 5th place. King Dow 1 finished in 6th with a 111.25. And then Fryeteeth, official SRL time, in 7th place of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 21 seconds. Get your GG in chat for him. We'll continue to follow Can't Find Bombs, who is still working in outside of level 9. He is in level 6 to get the last triangle. And we will see if Fryeteeth wants to join us, or if he already has. Let's see. No, he hasn't yet, but we'll see if he wants to join us. I see Fried Teeth has joined us now in the commentary booth. GG.
Thank you.
So, how do you feel that seed went for you tonight?
Except for that 9. I mean, I felt okay about it otherwise. It just took a long time to find the items I needed.
Yeah, that would have been a really quick level 9, except that nobody thought to bomb that left wall.
Yeah, and then the early compass sent me off in every other direction.
Yeah, Chester seemed to have that same thing happen. He saw the compass, and when he picked it up, he immediately went north as far as he could, and it took him far away from any staircase he could have used.
Wow, that must be like the trolliest compass we've seen.
I would say so. You know where she is, but you're going to be led in a completely different direction.
And of course, given the choice between, defeating a dig dogger, which costs nothing but your time, or using a bomb, which is a valuable resource, you're just going to kill the dig dogger, go north, go south, whatever, not use the bomb.
Yeah, and it was such an easy 9 to navigate through.
Well, yeah, we didn't have any of the usual bad enemies like Dark Nuts or Wizrobes, which are on the overworld, Lionels, you name it.
So other than that level 9 Fried Teeth, what were your thoughts on the seed overall?
Pretty straightforward seed. Personally, I like buying the blue ring to find the red ring maybe a minute later.
I was going to say money well spent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's high money seed, so it wasn't like it was a complete waste.
Indeed.
No, because I bought that and I still ended up with over 200 rupees at the end of the game.
Yeah, the secrets were really good. We didn't pay attention to what the smaller medium secrets were, but we did see the 139 on the large secret. We're like, yeah, that's good enough for them. So we didn't really care at that point either.
Well,
I think the medium was 25.
Oh, that's a low medium, but still, you had a lot of money from the large, so it didn't really matter.
So for those of you keeping track at home, we just located Lord Banana,
Ooh.
camping out here in level 6.
And that tells us where all the items are located now. So we had 2 heart containers. Oh no, we had a heart container as the other item in 9.
Yeah, heart container in the book.
Yep. And we have Blue Danger Noodles in 6 that Can't Find Bombs is now going to dispatch with the use of the red ring, and there's the Triforce. So he's going to be off to level 9. We're going to get to hear our Ganon walking into 9 one more time.
So this is going to be interesting and see if Can't Find Bombs actually has a better level 9 than everybody else on stream.
Yeah, if he takes a different route, he could be done this level 5-10 minutes quicker. We'll see. Apparently, our tracker is not sure whether Can't Find Bombs has the silver arrows, and it looks like he might be searching for them. He is in the right place to search for them.
Yeah.
So
you're not quite ready just yet. Better to check out level 8 than dig level 9.
So it looks like he did make a trip up back into 8 to find the raft. Or either that or he already had it, I forget. But never picked up the silver arrows while he was here. So where are the silver arrows in this level? Again, this question, it was a floor drop. I don't remember which one it was in.
I know that I believe it was in a desert. Well, no, I don't think so. It was in a...
It was in the lower right-hand corner of the map.
Oh, my. So whatever toy the Dachshund is playing with.
Yeah, I was happy to find the silvers on the floor when I did, because then I was just looking for a couple staircases after that.
Well, there's the key. Now, Can't Find Bombs does have the magical key. He is not worried about the keys at all. Chester actually never did find that magical key, but he had a lot of keys. He had no key problems at all this season.
No, instead he had a compass problem.
Yeah.
It's funny, though, because, I keep commenting that the any key can like any key can make or break your level 9, but sometimes having the any key, takes you through locked doors where conserving keys would have given you the path to the princess or Ganon. So, sometimes being able to unlock all of the doors is a double-edged sword in a sense.
Yeah, you want to take whatever pass you can, but at the same time, you have to be wary as to what pass you take in what order.
Well, it's the same reason why we didn't find the quick level 9 in this seed is that, the law is that you conserve your resources until you absolutely have to.
Okay, here's where we are right now. This should be where the silver arrows are located, I believe.
Yeah.
There they are. And can't find bombs at 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 41 seconds is finally in go mode. Now, there may be some people watching the restream and thinking, well, it might be having negative opinions on wondering whether Can't Find Bombs just might not be as good a runner, but I can actually comment. He was part of the tournament. He was in our top 32, I believe. I'm not sure if he made the top 16 or not. So he is a fairly accomplished runner. He is a fairly good runner. Just had a little bit of difficulty with this seed tonight.
Yeah, no, when it comes to the runners, you should never assume that just because a runner doesn't finish, quickly means that they are by any means, not a top runner.
Can't Find Bombs paused as soon as he heard Ganon.
I mean, listen. One of the things about this last tournament is we have seen some upsets. We have seen some yes, and that's one of the reasons why you should never say to yourself, "Well, this person isn't a great runner," because you know what, you cannot judge a person's tournament career based on one seed.
Absolutely not.
So now, here we go. Can't Find Bombs has the magic sword. It's going to take only 4 whacks to take him down.
I didn't even know to go back to pick that up. I was watching the level 9 play, so he picked that up under our noses here. Was a 100% chance with 14 hearts. Didn't see when he picked it up, though.
Yeah, so now the fun begins.
I picked it up at 13, so 13 was enough.
So this is going to be interesting. What is he gonna fight the Dig Dogger first, or is he gonna try and bomb the left wall?
He's gonna fight off the Dig Dogger.
He's gonna fight off the Dig Doggers.
And Bogey, did you say you're gonna be leaving us? Or is he already left?
No, I'm still here. I'm just stopping my stream. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
Oh.
Looks like he is going north. Was this where the compass was?
No, the compass was down south in the Chevy room. So yeah, imagine if you did not go down.
Ooh.
Then if you thought maybe just bomb to the left.
Well, he's gonna go and go back down the staircase, I guess. He seems to be thinking. He's going back down.
Going back down. Maybe
This is interesting.
This is gonna be an interesting. Maybe he's thinking. Maybe there's a. Oh, he's gonna go up here. He's gonna go north. He's gonna reach. I know it's.
Well, this is gonna turn into the same kind of. I hate to say it, wild goose chase that we had in other cases here, because this is obviously not going to open up any path here. It's going to be a lot of bombs used. Thankfully, there are Dodongos somewhere in the realm that will help to refill the bombs.
See, this is the interesting thing, because technically speaking, he's making the correct play.
Yeah, technically
I mean, it's a gamble play in order to just bomb the left wall, because how are you even supposed to know there's anything there? You're just wasting a bomb, right?
Right.
You're better off to save your bombs for a sure bet. You want to be making, it's like you want to be getting closer to your target. You don't want to get further away from the target.
And it's interesting because there's always a talk you have to find one magical staircase. There are 2 magical staircases. One you said was right next to that Dodongo that everyone went through. And the other one is 2 down from that. It's in the very bottom row, 5th screen. So there are 2 magical staircases, 1 room apart in that top row that both end up leading to the girl.
Yeah.
And he finds the block is not pushed. He's going to go down. Will he continue down?
He most likely will. Now I think there might have been another way through into that room. I'm not sure. I think it would have been a second bomb wall.
Oh, now he's going to test this bomb wall. He didn't test the Dodongo one, but he tested this one.
I believe that was a dig dogger.
I meant Dig Dogger, sorry. And those ones didn't open up, so now he's going to go down, but now he's too far to the left to find the correct room.
Could you even imagine a dig dongo?
No comment.
Well, I mean, would it be a dodongo that you can't feed it until you've played the whistle first, or would it be a dig dogger that's weak against bombs?
Let's just not discuss that nightmare. So Can't Find Bomb seems to be thinking a little bit here. Doesn't seem to know where he wants to go here. He must have been looking at his tracker, his map tracker, and deciding what route he wanted to take. He is still going at this. Let's note a few other finishes in the meantime. Following Fry Teeth, we did have finishes from Ryan 7. We had finishes from Thom J, Sis Crusher, Dr. J PhD, and Eat My Steel. The last finish so far being, let me just see here. The last finish so far being Shaddy, who's just coming in right now with a time of 1:26.02. So we still have a few runners left in this race. Can't Find Bombs being one of those.
Interesting. I guess he must have accidentally had the recorder on instead of bombs.
Possibly. But nothing wrong with hearing the tune one more time. Now this I don't think was the correct staircase. Where did this one pop him out? Let's find out. It took him back to the middle. Go south, young one. Okay, ignore me. So I feel like he's followed this path before. He couldn't be going up now. He knows he can't go up. Nope, he's going to clear him out and then go back to the right anyway. He must have realized he's done this before. So he's going to go south. He's going to find that's not a staircase, but he will have to open this door now.
Have we bombed south from this wall?
We might have. He may try.
You can.
Oh, he didn't try. He seems to be very selective with where he tries his bombs today.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, though. But I guess without a map, you really want to be sure that if you bomb a wall, that it's going to get you somewhere.
Maybe further concerned that you may no longer be able to find bombs later, too.
That is true. I mean, that's not his moniker for no reason.
Exactly. He's in the bottom row now, so I don't...
This was a Wallmaster room here.
Actually, that's the second row from the bottom, possibly. I don't think that's the exact bottom row. I could be wrong.
Now, I know that the one of the
There's
rooms...
the map.
There's the map, yes.
And it was the bottom row, so yeah. Now he knows where he can go. Do it, Rockapella!
Where in the world?
No, not you.
Diego?
Not you. So he goes to the right. He will find one of the 2 staircases. Or he'll go up and be locked in. And he can go up and find the other staircase, which is to the right. And he's past both staircases. He's got to be noticing that one column there and thinking, I need to check those rooms. Or he's going to keep going up. And Can't Find Bombs is back in the upper area of the level and going to find the princess's room. Princess is not home. Leave in one direction.
It's there's that area in the middle that obviously we know there does contain. It's interesting that he's not checking those, areas in the middle. I should say the lower middle, because, at that point it's like, I know that that's not the path, straight path. It's obviously not where you want to go, but in the off chance that it's a magic staircase, which we know it is, you think you'd want to try that.
He was playing for the bigger area, thinking that could be where to search, but I'm surprised he didn't just clear out that one column first.
Yeah.
Because there's only a few rooms there.
And maybe he's going to try this wall. Nope.
Nope, he's going to go south. He did see a door down here. He's going to this door. So he's going to go right here. And now he'll find a staircase. And he will momentarily find his way into the staircase after he clears all the enemies.
Yeah, here it is. This is staircase that Chess Jerk took.
This one goes 2 rooms away from the girl.
Yeah.
2 rooms to the north is one that goes 1 room away from the girl.
And that's also the one that's accessible, right from the start.
Very quickly, yeah. So now he's going to see the other staircase. Again, you see the door open. And let's get his official SRL time. He does finish with a time of 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 17 seconds. Get your GGs in chat. And we'll see if he wants to join us. So make sure to join us again next week for the next Zelda 1 Randomizer weekly race. We will be either coming up on... Well, actually, we will be finished the tournament by then, because all 5 tournament final games, if all are needed, will take place this week. The last one will be next Sunday, if Game 5 is needed. Let me actually cover that schedule very quickly, since I'm bringing that up. If I can remember where I put that schedule. Here it is. So the schedule for the tournament final next week between RC Drone and Sidetown. Tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern Time is when it starts. That is game 1 of 5. We have game number 2, same time 3 nights later, November 14th, Thursday. That will also be a 10:30 Eastern Time start. Then the remaining games will all be on the weekend. Game 3 we know is needed. That will be on Saturday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Next game would be at 4 o'clock Eastern Time if game 4 is required. And if that still does not settle things, game number 5, the final game, will be on Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in for all of those games as they are needed. And let's see, I believe Can't Find Bombs is with us. GG.
Thanks, and let's not kid ourselves. This one's going to 5.
Sorry?
Let's not kid ourselves. This tournament race is going to 5.
Oh, we hope it goes to 5, but you never know. You never know. It may or it may not. I'd like to see it go to 5. Anyway, what were your thoughts on that level 9, first of all?
I was like, I'm coming in, I'm like, oh, I found Ganon already. This is going to be quick.
And that's, I think, what a lot of runners thought when they found the compass, and then they were led on a wild goose chase along the northern parts of the level looking for that doorway that didn't exist. It was a little fun fact, and this is something that we found out from another of our runners today. I think it was Fryteeth who might have found this path. There was a second staircase you passed as you were in that top row. Did you see that staircase?
I probably did. I mismarked my map like 3 times, which didn't help.
Well, you did not access the staircase, I can tell you this, because the staircase in question, do you remember that dig dog you found early in the level?
Vaguely. That
remember-
was like 20 minutes ago.
Did you ever test the wall to the left of the dig dogger?
Test as in try to bomb it.
Correct.
It might have been the only wall I didn't bomb.
That led to that staircase.
Yeah, I saw that there was a staircase right next to Zelda, and at that point, I just didn't care anymore.
Yeah, that staircase was accessible very early in the level.
There was very little about this seed that went right for me.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing that well early on. I was having some controller issues. I know a poor craftsman blames his tools. I was having some controller issues, so I was using a controller I wasn't really used to. As you could tell if you watched me try to screen scroll. But usually Wizrobes in the overworld is a good thing. I suspect a lot of people went a much better path than I did.
I don't think that is correct. Would you say, Jake, saying that everyone pretty much did the same thing?
Yeah, it's amazing that nobody ever thought to try that bomb except, I think it was Fryteeth who tried that one eventually.
But after doing the same search as everyone else did.
Yeah.
No, I mean overworld routing. I suspect a lot of people took a better level path than I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if you got the recorder and used it, you probably had the ladder early, and there was a lot of stuff that was blocked by the ladder.
Well, it also helped too that you took that death too just as you were exiting level 5 that one time.
Yeah, which I was gonna go get the recorder.
Yeah, so
my usual path.
So I think that kind of messed with you a little bit there, because once you die in a remote location like that, you feel less likely to want to go all the way back. Like, you got to do whatever's in the area, And then
Exactly.
come back to that later and hope it was just a heart container.
Which it usually is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that probably did a lot to mess with how you handled that race, because everyone else obviously got the whistle while they were up there, and you were going around without that whistle. So it meant not only could you not warp between dungeons as you saw fit, but it also meant that you didn't have that whistle to get into the level 7 location or to deal with any dig doggers if they were to be needed along the way.
Right, and by the time I went back up there, I knew it had to be something important. I also should have opened 8 a lot earlier than I did. I mean, I ended up full clearing it because I figured if silvers weren't 9, people wouldn't have been finishing as fast as they were.
Yeah, the silvers obviously were not in 9; they were in 8, and that was I think that was the last time you needed to pick up. That was the one time you didn't find in level 8 when you were there before. I think you found the raft on your first visit, correct?
Yeah, I found the raft on my first visit, and then I figured I need the Triforce out of 6. I'm going to full clear that. I already had the magical sword at that point, so it wasn't like it was taking me long to full clear anything.
Of course. Yeah, and then you had to go back to 8, so it ended up being an extra dip into level 8 to find those silver arrows, and that obviously would cost time as well.
Yeah, that was actually one of the few times I was mad to find the red ring. I didn't really need it, and there were things that I needed much more at that point.
Understandable. Other than that problem, how do you feel the seed was from a routing perspective, like in terms of how it was laid out?
I mean, it wasn't the worst seed I've ever played. The worst seed I've ever played was a pickup race the other night. It wasn't tournament flags. It was like a consternation. It was not the worst seed I've played this week. I feel like it was slightly worse than average, compounded by the fact that I didn't play it that well. I mean, sub-hour was a tall order, and who was it? Chesterk, I think, did it. That's impressive.
Yeah. Chesterk managed. He did the same kind of exploration of level 9 that you did, and that's why we were starting to wonder, how do you get to this girl? There has to be a staircase somewhere, and I didn't see which staircase he took. According to Jiggler saying it was the lower one that you took, but there was the one literally 2 rooms above that, which was bombable left for that dig dogger that Fryteeth was the only one to find on the restream, and that was after the same search. So yeah, those 2 magic staircases lead to the girl, and everyone That away is the compass.
Yeah, and I mean there was some stiff competition in this race too. It was not. I died way too much at the beginning.
Yep, that also would not help with a result, without question. Well, I know there is still one or two runners who are running in the race. I see another finish down there as well. A couple finishes there. So, any last thoughts before we do wrap up for the night here?
Yeah, thanks for to everybody who put this race on. I'm not sorry, I didn't check who the commentators and the tracker were.
Myself and Jiggly Saint were commentating, and Magic Friends was tracking.
Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks to you all for putting this race on. Thanks to everybody for running, and Speed Gaming for making this all possible. And I'll see you all next week.
Indeed. Make sure, again, that you do follow all the runners. We'll get their link in the chat as well for those who wish to do that. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, you can always go to twitch.tv/ followed by any of the names you see on the screen, the exception being that Bogey is under Bogey Smells as his Twitch name. But other than that, they're exactly as you see them. You can go to their channels, hang out with them, thank them for putting on the show they put on here, and see what else they do on their channels. Jiggly Saint, before we do wrap, any last thoughts you have?
No, it's everything's fine here.
And Bogey and I leapfrog each other on vanilla.
Sorry, what? Say again.
And what Bogey and I leapfrog each other on vanilla.
So,
right.
So with that said, make sure again you follow the runners. As for what's going on Speed Gaming, make sure you follow Speed Gaming 2 through 6 as well. Tomorrow we have some Undertale, we have some Final Fantasy Randomizer Platypus Invitational, but of course, I mentioned already the Zelda 1 Randomizer Final will start here somewhere on Speed Gaming, probably the main channel where we are now. On at 10:30 tomorrow night Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in for that. Don't miss that. That will be, needless to say, all sorts of hype. So make sure you join us tomorrow. With that said, I just want to thank you again, everyone, for watching. That if it wasn't for you, we'd just be sitting here talking to ourselves. So thank you for watching us talk to each other and to you and talk about the race with you. If you do want to follow our tracker was Magic Friends. So make sure you give him a follow as well. Thank you for the help tonight, Magic Friends, and the little commentary in the back end to make sure we were on track as well. So with that said, for Jiggly Saint, I am Cyclone. Have a great night, everyone. Jiggly Saint,
Good night, everybody.